Have you ever had a Facebook ads account that was just crushing it? Leads were coming in, sales were going up, number of clicks you're getting, number of views, likes. You're just really doing well. And then you're happy, things are so fine. All of a sudden, things go down. You start seeing the sales drop off, conversions go down, fewer leads coming in, and then you're just burning through your budget. You find that you're losing money every day without any tangible results. Well, if you're wondering what happened, you're like one of my clients who was working in the real estate space. We're getting a good number of leads. He was able to actually convert those leads. It was working very well for some time, and then all of a sudden it stopped working out. His cost per acquisition, or the cost per getting a lead, really went really high. And he was getting very frustrated, and he was disappointed and dejected. So by the time they came to me, or by the time they approached our company, they were very frustrated and they were very downtrodden. Like, please, we need help. We know this thing works because it worked for us. Help us out. Well, luckily, they came the right person. Being a digital marketing consultant for the last 13 years, I know a thing or two to help companies like his turn things around and make them more profitable. So if you are finding out that your ads are struggling, like the way my client was struggling, you've come to the right video. This video will teach you how to, the 4 major areas where you need to work on to improve your ads account, your Facebook ads account, and then make you more profitable. Well, the short story of my client is that after working with me, his leads went back up, his sales went back up, his cost per acquisition went back up, and then his investment, the money he spent on Facebook turned more to be a cost than turned to be an investment. So that was good news there. So well, then here's a few things that we need to look at to help you change your campaigns. Your Facebook ads account is struggling mostly because of 4 things. Number 1, we'll start with your budget. Number 2, your creatives. Number 3, your technical setup. And then lastly, number 4 is your overall marketing strategy. If you address all 4 of these issues, you are bound to turn things around and make your ads, your Facebook ads, as successful as they need to be. It is said money makes the world go round, and in Facebook ads, you need to use your money wisely for you to get the best returns. So let's talk a bit about budgeting and how it affects you. There are several reasons on what you could be doing that is harming your Facebook ads account, leading to low performance. So we'll start with allowing your budget to run out. There's some of us who are careful and a bit skeptical about how much they should spend on Facebook. They haven't properly thought about their budget. They know they could be having a fixed budget, let's say $400, maybe $1,000, maybe $2,000 in a month. But how they've set things up, the budget runs out too quickly in the same 30-day period. You might find after 20 days, you have consumed all your budget, and then Facebook has nothing to work with. And how the Facebook algorithm works is every day it tries to find for you the best people to work for you, or even the course of the week. So you might realize that your best clients were going to come when just after your budget has run out, and just after Facebook has figured out who you're looking for and wants to show the ads properly. If it realizes there's no money in your account, so it struggles to push your products or services. Starting too high or budgeting too high initially, trying to shock the system to give you immediate leads, doesn't work on Facebook. People might try to bomb or blitzkrieg Facebook ads account to get as many results as possible and as quickly or as soon as. That doesn't work. With Facebook, you need to start with a simple budget that works with your plan, and then let it work for you. That means giving Facebook time to learn, giving Facebook time to test your product or services with different audiences, And this takes maybe 7 days to 14 days during the learning phase. And then once Facebook learns what you need or what you're looking for, you can find ways of strategically adding your budget or scaling up your Facebook ads to get better results. Starting too much too soon ends up crashing your account, in that Facebook doesn't know properly who your product or services suits the best. And then by the time it finds out who you're looking for, you've run out your budget, and then boom, that's the end of the campaigns. Another Facebook challenge you might face with your budget is not putting enough resources to your campaigns or your products or services. There are people who sell high-end items, big ticket items, and they're investing so little in their Facebook ads campaign that doesn't make sense. Going back to real estate or land sales, this is something that you're selling high-ticket items. You're selling lands worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're selling houses worth millions of dollars. You're selling, with something like this, you have to assign your budget appropriately and well. In that, you don't expect to get results with a mega sowing, or you can't expect major results without properly investing. So people find, or many businesses try to get away with putting as little as possible to get as much as possible. I understand when you want to test a system and see how well it works for you, but you have to be proportionate. Like, what are you looking for and how much are you willing to invest? There are advertisers out there, when they get a few or a good number of leads within a period of time, they pause their campaigns. You can imagine, by me mentioning it, that means this is a problem. You shouldn't pause your campaigns when you're doing well or when you're running your ads. This is because when you want to resume running the same campaign, running the same ads, you get lower results, because Facebook has to learn again who you're looking for. Facebook has to work again to get for you better clients. You're giving the system double work for nothing. Unless you're running this for a seasonal campaign, or you're just doing this once, that makes sense. So you just run it for 1 or 2 months or 1 or 3 months, then just kill it. That will make sense. But if you're running a campaign annually or monthly, then you stop in the middle of the month when you've gotten your sales, that doesn't work. You just need to have a proper budget that is properly defined for the period of time. Your creatives make or break your Facebook ads campaign. You have to work and think crazily about what you're looking for and how it will be presented to represent your product or services. There are amazing creatives. There are very bad creatives at the same time. In fact, it is said 60%, around 56 to 60% of ads campaign fail because of having a bad creative. Let's talk about creative mistakes and what to do to fix them. So the first mistake that people do is having one creative, or coming up with one video that will run through the course of your ads campaign. The problem with this, you're gonna fall into having Facebook ads fatigue. Ads fatigue is when one individual or groups of individuals have seen your ads more frequently than they should. They have seen your ads more than once in a day or in a period of time. In that, when the next time they see your ads, they become blind to it or immune to it. Ad fatigue is a serious problem and it's something that needs to be challenged. So for this, to solve this issue, you need several creatives or videos. You might need, let's say, 50 to 200 for a period of 4 to 5 weeks, and then change. So you always have to keep working on your creatives, always have to keep working on your videos to ensure that you're getting good value for money. And then something that also ties into your creative, but now in forms of your ad copy. What are you saying in your videos? What are you saying in your posters? Are you clearly stating your benefits? Are you clearly talking about your features? Are you clearly telling people how your product or service is solving this kind of problems? You might find that you might just put something that you think it is good for you, but you're forgetting your ads are not for you. The ads are for your consumer, and when they see your ads, they go like, this is a solution to my problem. Another thing, if you're coming up with videos, which is more technical, you'll have to think about how your hook, you have to think about your pacing, you have to think about your lighting, you have to think about all those logistics. You just can't wing it, then you fail to get proper results. There are many of us who don't consider using videos in your ads campaign. We stick on static posts. We jump onto Canva, come up with creatives, photo posters, we get the right dimension, then we go like, boom, that's it. Well, that's half the battle. In fact, Facebook encourages you to introduce videos in your campaigns. Why? There's a score on Facebook that tells you you're at 40% because you're just using still images. And if you introduce videos to your campaigns, your score goes to 100 because Facebook prefers videos and it pushes videos even further than creatives or still images. So I would advise you to add videos to your Facebook ads campaigns. This is a problem I've seen guys do, and they think they can get away with it. Stealing people's copy, stealing people's content doesn't work on Facebook. When Facebook sees that you're using other people's material, you're using other people's styles, they don't show your ads as far or as effective as they should. And even secondly, when Facebook realizes that you're stealing people's content, it can outrightly ban you because of copyright issues. I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn from what people are doing. I'm not saying you should improve on other people's ideas. You might see something that is working for your competitor. You might see something that is working in a different industry. Then what you need to do is work on getting your own thing, but by improving it and by making it better. We cannot talk about Facebook mistakes without having a conversation about the meta settings and tactical things that guys are doing that could be wrong for your marketing campaigns. So the first thing that many people do is they stop or make changes too quickly to their ads campaigns. When somebody does not get the results they're looking for, they quickly switch off, or they pause, or they start, or bring in new creatives in a period of a short time, maybe after 2 days, maybe after 3 days. And that's not what is ideal. You have to give the ad system a couple of days to work for you to be successful. So a couple of days is what? Maybe 7 days, maybe 14 days, depending on your campaign and how long it takes the Facebook algorithm to learn about your business. It needs around 50 conversions in a short period of time for it to find out what exactly you're looking for. Another mistake that people do is running a Facebook page or a Facebook ads campaign on a Facebook page that is not active. It's been very dormant. The last time there was a serious post was maybe a couple of months back, maybe a couple of years ago. So when somebody likes the ad and gets to see your product or service, when they get to your page, they find that it's dead and it's not been updated for a while. So people get discouraged, people are wondering, like, is this the right thing for us? Is this a business I can trust? And then they will don't follow up and buy from you. The Meta Pixel is very important to be installed on your website so that Facebook can track users on your website if they actually converted. Without this information, Facebook doesn't know if it's sending you the right people, if it's sending you people who your business needs, and it doesn't get feedback on how to narrow down who is actually looking for a product or service. So installation of a pixel is very important because it gives Facebook information to help work the system. One of the last errors that many Facebook marketers use is not picking the right goal for their business. You might find that somebody picks the wrong goal in terms of engagement, in terms of leads, in terms of sales. But instead of picking one or the other, they assume if they use one, Facebook will give them results for the other. It doesn't work like that. If you're looking for sales, Facebook will look for people who are more inclined to buy from you. If you're looking for engagement, Facebook will look for people who are very, very engaged in the system and who would like to engage with you in terms of comments, likes, or shares. So you have to be very clear and very specific with your Facebook ads requirement. Other mistakes that Facebook marketers do is not having a proper strategy. A proper strategy helps define where you are and where your clients are in the buying cycle. There is people who are cold audiences, there are people who are warmer audiences, and there are people who are hot prospects. So without having a proper strategy addressing all three of these stages will lead to frustration, burnout, and a lot of waste of money. So when you're coming up with your strategy, come up with a plan where you have creatives that address the cold audience, come up with creative that address your warm audience, come up with creative that addresses your hot audience. All this should be packaged in your campaigns so that you know where you are and how you're managing people through your buying cycle. Another problem that people have is selling mediocre or bad products. You might have negative reviews about what you're trying to sell, and pushing it through the Facebook system might will lead to very poor sales. Then you might think that things are not working out because there's something wrong with the system, but no, the product is bad. You might be trying to sell something that people don't like at all. People are not comfortable with. People are like, I don't think this is for me. But here you are trying to force it down their throats, trying to push it to them, and try to get sales, but it's not for them. Let me see. Try to think of a good example. Maybe is multi-level networking. People are a bit afraid of that. Selling properties to people who've had a bad experience, or just general stuff. I hope all this information has been helpful for you. And if you're looking for help with your Facebook campaigns, if you're looking for help with your digital marketing, there's a link below. You can click on it and you'll get in touch with me. I would love to help you with your campaigns. And with that, I will say goodbye.